Welcome to another episode of Sorry We're Canceled. I'm Dion Curry.
I'm BT, and I'm feeling good at Malik on the ones and twos. Man, dude.
You just gave us some of the nastiest shit I've ever.
Well, there goes our sponsorship deal. Thanks,
Yeah,
Malik.
I didn't say the name. I didn't say the name.
What's his name? Bright Fame. Thanks a lot, Bright Fame. There goes our sponsorship.
Well,
hey, key to getting a sponsor, don't say nothing's nasty until they go, no, we ain't sponsored. Then go, you know what? I didn't like your shit anyway.
You know what, man? Hey, I'm not going to say the name of it, but he just had me try a drink that literally tasted like liquid 9/11. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my entire life when it comes to energy drinks.
The funniest response was Malik, and he goes, oh, that is not good.
Yeah.
He was so smooth with that is not good. Let me tell you something, man.
He said that shit like a corporate white man.
He did. That is not good.
I think we're going to go in a different direction.
Yeah, listen, guys, thank you for coming.
You know what? Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. Thank you so much.
You know what? No, you can just leave everything there. We'll clean it up. Thank you for coming.
Listen, it's June. It's your month. I mean, as far as Juneteenth, when you guys were freed. We didn't tell you for 2 years. But listen, go ahead and leave. And you know what? Take an ink pen.
You know what? Just give us a couple of days to go over the proposal. And our people will get in touch with you, our people. All right?
They bring the one black dude on the staff who ain't even really on the staff. He's from Kelly Services. Oh, Jermaine.
That shit was gross.
Man, that shit.
You had 4 of them in your refrigerator.
That shit tastes like battery acid on ice. Hey, let me tell you something, man. I feel so good right now because, I had 2 breakthrough. One, Wednesday, when we couldn't do it Wednesday. Normally we want me to do it. So I rented a car and drove down to Louisville for acting class. And going to see my acting teacher was one of the best acting class since, I hadn't been there since, Mm-hmm. And man, it felt so good. And to be able to drive, you understand because.
Were they shocked when you showed up?
No, I told her I was coming down. The day before.
Should have just popped up on her.
I was going to, but we would have both cried. So Tuesday, Monday before, my PT, she goes, BT, can you drive yet? And I go, I think I can, because I got my truck and just see if I could push the accelerator down. And I could, without the boot, of course. And so I said, I can do this. Rented a car, drove down there. Man,
did it hurt?
No, but I think after it was over, I was swelling a lot. So I, elevated my leg. But man, to me, it was worth it.
Why did you rent a car instead of taking?
He can't take that truck down.
I can't take that truck down. 428,000 miles. It took me 3 days to charge it. It took me 3 days to charge that truck. 3 days to charge it. Because first I got in and it said, no. It goes, no.
Nothing.
It goes, yeah. You keep putting sound effects. I'm like, no, listen. It goes, so the first day was this. The second day was click. And then the third day was like.
How did you charge it? What did you charge it with?
I went and got a battery charger. So I'm able to ride my bicycle.
How long has the truck been sitting?
Since June. I ain't walked.
You ain't turned it on? Nothing?
Nothing.
Nigga,
Since
you need
June.
An oil change.
No, I got an oil change beforehand because I remember that I think the week before.
Nigga, June was what? 4 months ago?
But I haven't driven it since June. Why do you think I would need an oil change?
You can't let it sit there, bro.
I can't let oil sit like that? Nah. Oh, really? Yeah. I need an oil change in.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You need to get a fuel injector cleaner too.
Okay, thanks.
Your gas been sitting in there.
Okay, no, seriously, thanks, man. Seriously. I ain't doing that shit. But man, and also.
I know you're not, but I'm telling you, you need to do. If it's sat that long and it's that old.
But it ran. It took me out to Zionsville just now. I went to Zionsville took a look at motorcycles.
Hey man, you don't feel the effects of herpes when you first get it. It takes some time. But you keep driving that bitch around.
Okay.
And you gonna get burned.
Okay.
You are driving on herpes right now.
Gotcha,
and you
Dion.
just waiting for the symptoms to show up.
The views of Dion aren't necessarily.
I'm just saying. You think people think that just because you don't see nothing don't mean there ain't something wrong.
No, I'm talking about the truck now. I moved on from the herpes part.
I know. I'm saying.
I moved on from the herpes part.
Thinking it's fine. It's sat for fucking months. No.
So go get an oil change.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You need to get all that shit.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get up early tomorrow.
If the battery went bad sitting there, what else went bad?
Probably just the battery.
Okay.
Oh, cause look, here's the deal. I'm gonna get an oil change, tune up.
That's all you need.
Okay.
Maybe the oil.
Maybe some transmission fluid, maybe?
Definitely some transmission.
Okay, transmission fluid.
All your fluids need to be replaced if it's sat for 4 months.
I heard you the first time. So I'm gonna get that done. And then, Yeah, I am. No, seriously. Well,
Then he gonna call me or Malik, hey, can y'all come? It's like, nigga, I told your ass your car had herpes.
my truck got the herp. My truck got the herp.
You gotta take it to Jiffy Lube. That
Hey.
Valtrex put in there.
Hey, if you cut yourself on that rust getting in, you're gonna be a tetanus shot. If you cut yourself getting into my truck, which is possible, you're gonna need a tetanus shot.
Shout out to my middle school science teacher, Mr. Ruiz. He used to have this old blue rusted Ford pickup truck because he was a teacher. He couldn't afford no
That was
car.
back in the day when
Man,
teachers really didn't make nothing.
Yeah, we used to roast his ass. He said, hey, it's rusty but trusty. That's what
Rusty but trusty?
Man, we used to what not recess.
Rusty but
like,
trusty.
Like at lunch, you could go to the cafeteria or you could go out to like a vendor. So we would go out to the parking lot and fucking pull the rust off his truck.
That's mean.
No, because we love Mr. Roy.
Was it a Ford truck, one of them old Fords that didn't have a bed? It was just like
No, he had a bed. He had a bed.
Oh, okay.
But it had a lot of rust holes in it. Because it was
I mean, extended cab. Did it have extended cab? Did it, well, you know, was it just like the seat and that's it, and then the window?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He gave me a ride home a couple of times. Of course, I only live across the street from the school, but
That's illegal now. You can't do that shit now.
man, see, that's what's so sad. Is like, man,
It is.
He's one of the best teachers I've ever had.
But-
he cared about his students. But he was the type of teacher. He would have fun with you when it was time to have fun, but when it was time to, hey,
Let's cut this shit
on
out.
with all that, man. You know how many times I would get detention from Mr. Ruiz? Like, man, I thought we was friends. He's like, Curry, you pushed it too far. I'm like, all right.
That's good though, because you're in the respect.
You gotta have boundaries, man.
You gotta have
Gotta
boundaries.
have boundaries.
Good for him. But man, when I went out to look at motorcycles, that shit made me. It gave me a new kind of like.
You getting back on?
Okay. Yeah, man. I was looking at bikes. They had one because you
You
know.
ain't gonna be happy till the other.
Listen. So I was walking, so I knew what kind of bike I wanted, right? I mean, I was just looking. So I knew, you know, and I think my bike, the one that got totaled, I just think that's the most beautiful bike ever. It's like that, you know, that woman that, you know, is, I was walking.
30 feet.
And, yeah, and so I was walking, and my bike was there. Like, it looked like my bike, and I was like, oh my God. And this dude had a bike, it's used obviously, same year mine. It looks exactly like mine. And it's on sale for a good price. I'm thinking about getting but it looks exactly like mine. It's like my Christine. What if it's like, yeah, come by. I thought I'd come home, open the garage door, and it's just sitting there. You know what I mean? All started up and shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, how'd it get here? And it's like, whoa, by itself. And I go, fuck it. And I get on, just start going for a ride and shit.
Flash!
Yeah. And then it starts showing up at bitches' houses and shit that did me wrong. Doing donuts in their yard and shit. That's what you been fucking around, bitch. And the bike's like, ying, ying. BT? Ying, and it comes back all muddy and shit. But then it cleans itself off. It goes to like a car wash. And then people are like, is that a motorcycle without a person? And then it just comes back in and then it's in the garage all parked. And this girl goes, I don't appreciate what you did last night. What are you talking about? And she films it. And I'm going, that's my bike, but it's not me on it. That's my horror movie. And that's my Halloween. Like a motorcycle Christine. Seriously. A motorcycle Christine, yeah. But it's doing donuts to the girl. All the girls that did me wrong, it's fucking them up and shit. It comes by and side swipes them and shit. Like on 465, whoa! Oh, it's fucking BT. And it brights them and gets behind them and brights because those HD lights that are bright and shit.
Honks outside the window all night.
Does more donuts and shit. It has like a big divot in the yard.
Drives by their work.
Fucking BT. I know it's fucking BT. And I go, bitch, I forgot we went out.
It calls their phone. Who is it?
And it's my motorcycle the whole time. It's the motorcycle Christine. And I go, you did that for me? Oh. It's like, you ain't put my gloves and boots on? Oh. How about my helmet? Oh.
Especially your helmet.
That's how we got this shit in the first place. It'd be a new horror movie. I mean, it's already October, shit. A new horror movie. Ducati.
I don't think they would sponsor us after that movie.
Black Ducati. Black Ducati.
That's okay. Is there a black Ducati? Wasn't Jordan trying to get in on racing?
Jordan did get in on racing. I don't know why he pulled out, but the organization when Jordan was in is no longer here, but they replaced it with another one. But I personally think that he wanted factory bikes, and a factory bike is when I mean, it's sponsored by the factory, so you get everything like firsthand new parts and everything. And they're the ones that win normally, especially back in Jordan's day. They're the ones that always won. Factory bikes always won. So when it was Yamaha, Suzuki, Honda, whatever, whoever was riding those factory bikes, those probably were going to be the winners, right? Now, if you buy in that now. A year-old bike is called a satellite team. That's when you're on the last year's bike. So they don't get the new upgrades and everything. So, they're not really expected to win. They know they're going to come in around 5th through 10th. Okay? So I think Jordan wanted a factory bike and they didn't give it to him. I mean, if anybody knows anything more than that, please hit us up in the comments. But Jordan wanted a factory bike. I don't think they wanted to give it to him. And I think that's why he pulled out.
He can't afford a factory bike?
Jordan could. But I don't know, man. I think there was some... Because... I mean, if you had Michael Jordan, you could put him as the face of that organization and have a chance to meet. I mean, think about it, man. You could grow the sport big time. I mean, it's Michael Jordan. So it's just me talking out of my ass, but I think they did him wrong. But I don't know the ins and outs. But I do know this. They had one of the first only black race managers. Yeah, I mean, I've ever seen him racing, in motorcycle racing. He was the head of the thing. They had, usually, like...
Who, Jordan's team?
Yeah, and the teams usually have what's called a hospitality tent, People can go in. That's when I go to MotoGP. I go to a hospitality tent, and they feed you and everything. You can meet motorcycle racers from different disciplines, like motocross and everything. So Jordan had his own, they have, not really a tent, but like a RV for you can go in. I mean, for the riders to go in, but they cook for people and everything for the riders. And he had like black cooks. He had a black motor and racing manager. I don't know if that made a difference.
He had niggas at the track.
Basically, yes.
And I mean, didn't like that.
Yeah, but
so get your niggas back.
but that's funny as shit. He had niggas at the track. Because honestly, I'm thinking. Yeah, but it didn't transfer to people coming into the pits and everything. It wasn't like it was like, oh shit.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, yeah, it wasn't like it was like, here they come.
Race at like 4 in the morning in them motherfucking way.
No. What I watch in MotoGP, that they're always in Europe or but when Jordan's organization was domestic, it was USA. So they were either in California.
Nobody watches that shit.
Yeah, so in California, Texas.
Fucking racing, bike racing is Euro. Is
Well, the highest level.
No,
the highest level. Because now we have Moto America. It was AMA. AMA was great, but then they ran into the ground because they got bought out by another group. It did. But then now it's Moto America.
They started drinking that shit you gave me and Malik. Oh, that shit was fucking disgusting.
Anyway, so yeah.
Licking an open wound.
Okay, that's enough. Enough about the drink.
Gross.
So yeah, that's. I just think they didn't give Jordan that factory support, and he wanted to win. He wanted, you know what I mean? So
yeah, he's a competitive dude.
Yeah, but then again, though, like I said, I'm just going off I don't know for a fact what the deal was behind the fact. I don't know if maybe because people realize
heard something about it falling through.
Yeah, and also like the joke says, you know how to make a small fortune in racing? Start off with a big fortune. Because racing takes a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so, maybe that was it.
Goddamn gas, y'all be wasting running around in circles.
Okay, that's
trying
enough.
to prove who's the fastest.
That's enough.
Anyone
okay, that's enough.
Nobody cares.
But you know what they could have done? What they could have done was, man, Nike could have had a whole motorcycle racing division with their leathers and gloves. Because Jordan, they could have integrated that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Man, I mean, the possibilities of that.
None of the people, if 30 years ago, maybe
they missed a golden opportunity. But now, no offense, but people still know Michael Jordan, but it didn't carry the same cachet.
Right. It would be if LeBron did it now. It would be
yeah.
Didn't he have a soccer team, or didn't he have a soccer team?
LeBron almost had. Look that shit up. You ain't doing shit. I think it's Manchester. I think he has a stake in Manchester United. Yeah. Okay, but Jordan actually has a NASCAR team. Yeah, Liverpool, yeah. And Jordan has a stake in a NASCAR team.
You know what they need to do? All them NBA players, they need to do is be like, look, from here on out, we just gonna start our own shit. They should just break up.
That sounds good on paper.
No, I'm saying if all the best players broke up, broke away from the NBA,
but they're not,
and got their own fucking teams,
but they're not.
They should.
They should. I mean, a lot of people, but they're not. It's almost the same as.
Because it's a joke now.
In the NBA?
It's a joke now, man. It's players not fucking playing.
It's the beginning of the season.
I know, and niggas is already sitting out. Y'all just had 5 fucking months of not playing.
Embiid's like, I'm not playing back to back. It's the first week of the season. I'm not playing back to back.
That is some bullshit.
It's almost like, Someone's like, your girl, you never get married. I ain't sucking your dick no more. What? What? You gave me roadhead to your mama's house on Thanksgiving morning. And then kiss her, hey mama, mwah. And your mama goes,
smells like my baby.
I know that smell. Right? And now you ain't gonna give me a blowjob?
I tasted him before he got in me. That is so gross. If your mama talk to you like that, I'd be like, don't ever talk to me again. Ugh. So while he's laughing,
hold on, man. Let that joke settle. That was good. We because I move on. That was fucking good.
Clip that, Billy.
But yeah, so this is what it's like, man. So I mean, it makes me. What you're saying is right, but they're not gonna do it. It's almost like those people, like what they're saying about the black people that are saying, I'm gonna support Trump. Kamala did this, Kamala did that. I go, okay, but it's not like this dude you're wanting to vote for over her is so great. I mean, he didn't answer a question straight up. I mean, he'll talk his way around.
He's guilty of everything they accuse her of doing. So this is my whole point.
Here's what he can do. Here's what he can do. He can improv. What Trump has done, what Trump has done better than anybody, he must have watched stand-up comics because he knows how to improv and talk shit. Like he's almost like he's watching him.
You'd be in jail.
Watching him is like watching a verbal essay question. You know, an essay you go, I can bullshit my way through it. If you really watch him answer stuff, he doesn't really answer directly like most politicians. He just fucking goes on and on. Like, what's your healthcare plan?
The windmills are killing the whales. I know a lot about windmills.
We don't have a healthcare, but we have a semblance of one. Remember he said that? We have a semblance, and I was like,
no idea.
Y'all gonna let this dude just like I said, a verbal essay his way around it? Now
she does the same thing.
She does. I'm gonna say this. Not everybody's good. I mean, she's gonna be president, but wants to be president, so it would help if she was, good at improv or talking her ass, talking her way out of it. But
you know what she's doing?
What?
She's trying not to lose.
That's a good way.
Like when you ever see her in an interview and they're like that town hall she had. I don't know if you watched it.
I watched about the first 5 minutes.
She didn't answer a single question. I'm like,
they never do, really.
I'm like, what is the whole point of this?
But you
For her to bullshit her way out. She's just trying to get to November's 5th.
Next week.
That's all she's trying to do. I got to get to next week.
Fuck. I mean, what's his old fuckhead's going to be on Joe Rogan?
Once they release that video of him allegedly groping that girl at that thing.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? His people don't care.
They don't give.
They don't care. You could have proof and show you the video is not altered, anything, and they don't care, man. And
at this point, the people who are gonna vote for him are gonna vote for him.
People gonna rap him and gonna rap him.
Nothing you can do, and it's sad that
so now they kind of, and I mean, they're kind of backdooring, not supporting her in a way like everybody else is doing. I'm like, okay, you do know about Project, was it 225? Right? You know about that.
2025.
2025. You also know about all the stuff he did and what he said, how he wants to take out this and that from the textbook and make sure that, we were slaves in the textbook or whatever. And he wants to take out the Department of Education. I mean, Jesus Christ, people. The Department of Education.
You know what the Department of Education does?
Tell me.
They distribute funds to schools. That's all they do. They don't set policy. They just... Whatever money's collected for schools, the Department of Education's job is to make sure that the schools get the allocated funds.
So schools are going to be poor again. They're already poor now.
I mean, because you have parents who think they know better than teachers. Teachers are the people who you should be listening to when it comes to how to best serve your children. Teachers, not administrators, not counselors, not the principals, the people actually doing the work. They are the ones, the Mr. Ruises of the world. They are the ones who should be dictating, hey, as a teacher, I need X, Y, and Z to teach 30 students.
And apparently they're not listening. But that's why I said...
They never listen.
I mean, but think about it.
You know what happens is the good teachers leave. And then you have all these young people who come out and they start fucking students. Man... The state of our education system is in shambles because they have been robbing the system of money for decades.
Look, it's all a sham. I mean, think about it. I mean, if you want to go with the times, we don't just teach kids that they never should have stopped home ec. I don't know what y'all call it here.
Yeah,
home ec. Okay, home ec. That should be caught in school. Okay.
Nigga, I loved home ec. That was an extra meal, son.
Okay, so since you're gonna bullshit history and not teach the truth about history, fuck it. No history and just teach financial literacy.
Get these kids back in the kitchen.
Yeah. Seriously. Hey.
Project 2020-25. No rights, your ass in the kitchen.
That's it. Black people come through the back door.
Matter of fact, there won't be no more elections unless you own land.
but have teach financial literacy classes.
Yeah, they don't want you
home
financially literate.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why the Department of Defense, their budget is like $335 billion, and the Department of Education is like $335 million.
Well, because there's a boogeyman out there in Brown.
Because they'll make you think that.
They already make us think they uneducate you at school, and then they trick you into going to war and fighting for them over some bullshit we ain't got nothing to do
And they
with.
make us look like we're counter-terrorists when in actual fact, I think we're the terrorists. Well, they have us like
America is the terrorist.
That's what I'm saying. But some people think no, we're counter-terrorists. We're the good guys. Like all right now. All right. Okay. Okay.
That's how you get all these refugees. You bomb their countries, then they come here, and now you mad talking about go back to your home country. How they gonna do that when you blew it up?
I don't know how this fits in, but you spoke of refugees. Some way I was able to find out who was trying to hack my emails, and it came from Morocco, Tunisia, Morocco. I'm like, oh, the Africans are doing it to my own people?
Yeah, the Nigerians are the biggest scammers on the planet.
But Morocco's not Nigerian.
I know, but they
what even
much closer than it is to here.
It's in Africa. So it's Morocco. I couldn't root for Morocco, and I'm rooting for them in the World Cup too. I feel had, man.
Beware of the enemy within. The enemy within. The communist, fascist, Marxist.
They never got in though. They never found my password. Actually, I told you I tried to get. They tried to scam me. Somebody said, "Listen," and they go, "If you don't wire like $1,500, which is kind of low, but $1,500, we're gonna take the video. We'll show you basically jerking off the porn you jerking off to, and we're gonna go on your email list and email it to all your contacts." And I looked at it, and then they showed like they had the password to my account. And I was like, oh man. And I just fucking deleted it. I never saved no money. And I ain't heard from nobody, so I guess I'm good. Because nobody went, oh my God.
I don't have video of you jacking off, bro.
Hey, let me tell you something. No, one time, and not on this one, but the last computer I had, seriously, it was like the red dot appeared, like it was recording. All on its own, and I wasn't touching it. And I go, what the fuck? And it just came on. And then when I'm like, oh man, and I go, they must
have showed them your asshole. You like that? Huh?
Yeah. And the next thing you know, they go, we have a video of you, altered and shit, doing this. That's not me. Yes, it is. And I go, thanks, Dion.
Well, it doesn't matter now. AI. I've seen video of AI. Donald Trump at McDonald's doing well. So.
Wasn't that McDonald's closed? And he went.
Those were fake employees and all that shit. Everything he does is fake. Everything he does is fake.
Hey,
everything.
But he's one of the best Christian presidents I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, did you read that in his Bible? He sold you for $60 that you could steal from every motel. I mean, for free.
Is it really that bad for people? Is it?
Yeah, man. He's bad for us. He sets a precedent of stupidity. And just the lack of lowering. When you lower American standard, like the American standard used to mean
okay, when was our standard like, oh shit, America? Like honestly, when was like we were like
when we were backed by gold and silver and
we were dropping bombs on people?
No, I mean we've always dropped bombs on people.
True, but I mean
that's part of the American way.
But the big one,
we got all the bombs and we will drop them on you, and that's been our fucking problem. It was. I want to say, what year was Kennedy assassinated?
62. You the one that brought it up the first time.
Okay, so that's when we lost.
Right, look it up, man.
That when he died, because he was the one who's gonna curtail the Jays.
Yeah.
63. So 1963. That was the
67.
1963.
63. Everything changed.
21 years before I was born.
2 years probably. No, it was 5 years probably. But still, shut up. But shut up, all y'all. Matter of fact, go to bed, both of y'all. No ice cream, both of y'all go to bed.
You could probably draw the scene on Etch a Sketch.
And this is ahead. This is the trajectory. Sound it out.
It's like back
Trajectory of the bullet.
then, man. Your word meant something, and you know. And then they all got blackmailed. Herbert Hoover and Ronald Reagan and Nixon and all them started doing that bullshit that America fucking learned how to fleece people. It's like they started playing both sides. So not only were they the medicine, but they were the thing that was poisoning you. So it was just this continuous loop of corporation after corporation buying up. Like either you join the fucking machine or they kill you. That was it. And that's what it's been doing.
You know who's the only president that paid off the debt? I think it was Andrew Jackson.
Well,
Look it up,
wasn't
man.
that much.
Look it up,
They
man.
was getting a lot of work for free.
Hey, a lot of free labor back
There
then.
was a lot of free labor back
A
then.
lot of free labor. And they didn't tell that free labor they were free until 2 years afterwards.
Whoops.
Yeah, it was Andrew Jackson.
I sent you
Okay.
an email.
Yeah.
If you hadn't ate that passenger pigeon, you might have known you was free. Motherfuckers can't read talking about, we told you. Didn't you see the signs? I was like, nigga, I can't read the sign. You'd have killed me if I read the sign. You goddamn right, nigga. Like,
You think they had Halloween back in the slave days? I mean, seriously.
the niggas was scared, I can tell you that.
Toby, what are you going at?
Free? I'm going as free.
Hey, he puts a wig on with straight hair, and he puts them, them fucking woofy clothes on and shit. What do you do? I'm a free man. Now serve me a mint julep, master.
I love that there nigga right there. I swear if it wasn't Halloween, I'd lynch him right now.
It'd be funny if they talked about it, they go, hey, let's role play, man.
I'll do you, Jasper.
I'll be free. Hold on, give me the whip. Okay, look. And he's doing that. Bend over, master.
Speaking of Halloween, what was your guys' favorite Halloween growing up?
that I can remember?
Yeah, that you can remember.
All my Halloween sucked as a kid.
You know what? I was usually.
I don't want to say they sucked. They weren't. They're not. There was nothing phenomenal about any Halloween item.
Well, when I grew up, we had the old traditional, just a mask, and
That plastic and
You know what
lead painted.
Yeah. Well, the one I remember for some reason, they were really nice white people, and they were and they opened the door, and the little kid was dressed as like Dracula, and the mom dressed up, and they were nice, like welcome, like oh, and they gave us candy, and they were really cool. They weren't like oh dang, and they here. I mean, they were really nice. And then also I remember when went to this one house, and this dude literally it was 2 blocks from my house. And he was barefoot, had jeans on, no shirt, and he ran up going, ha 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 ha! And my mom like, ooh, and she remembered what candy they gave us, and we got home and she goes, and boom. Yeah.
Was that a thing when you guys were kids with the
It's always
ice and candy?
that's always been a thing. I mean, at least a rumor. So I mean,
Man, ain't nobody ever put no goddamn drugs in no motherfucking candy
Hey.
for children.
hey, let me tell you something. No, but listen.
Except for the ones at Diddy's house.
Hey, but
That nigga's Halloween might have been lit.
but that was back in the day when you almost believed all those shit, But
They've been scared. They have been scaring kids.
They put razor blades and Snickers bars or whatever. But honestly, we did go through. At least my mom did. Mom was like looking at this shit like, okay, you can eat this, you can eat
I
that.
ain't never found shit in any
Well,
of the candy.
I mean, you know what? That's why I gotta give my mom credit, man. She, at least she acted like she cared. I mean, she did. She went out with us. One of them did. I mean, it was usually mom, and one of them went out with us, and we did it together. It wasn't like, okay,
How old were you when you stopped trick or treating?
I had to be at least 6th grade, I think. I think, yeah. Because usually it fell on football practice night. And some of the kids, they didn't give a shit. They just go out in the football thing, trick or treat, and they had their fucking football helmet and shit. I'm a football player. They give me some candy. You know what I mean? So, I think it was over early for me. I mean, the best though was, it was back in the day we had parties, and so kids would bring the cookies with the icing on them, or maybe even a cake. Usually it was cookies or brownies, or my favorite was Rice Krispie cakes. And, oh man, that shit was so good. And you get the cookies with the icing on it, especially the orange icing. Yeah.
Go down reminiscing, man. You might fucking die.
Dude, and
wind up there.
And the punch. Oh my, and that was before.
I saw you fading.
Dude, yeah, you saw me like.
Your soul was leaving you. Like, let me go back to a better time.
Hey, actually, think about it.
When the candy was good.
Think about it. That was before anybody had a peanut allergy, or they had, you know, like, I can't eat that. It's too
we
much.
had to wait for all the poison to fucking manifest within our bodies.
I never knew a kid like, what happened to Jimmy? Oh, you heard about that motherfucker? Them peanuts.
You know,
killed
that's not a just a random happenstance. You know that.
What?
People being allergic to peanuts and all the shit that we're allergic
Yeah, I know,
to.
but I never.
Have you ever seen the movie Dark Waters?
Yes.
Okay, with DuPont.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
all them niggas have been poisoning us.
I know,
All
and
of them.
they nothing happens to them. Nothing.
Cause we work for them.
You do. I don't.
I don't either. But I'm saying, but the people in those towns, they don't have a choice. Bro.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
They don't have a choice because they just, you know what happens is it's the same thing. This is what kills me about small town America, right? They always talk about you gotta do it by yourself and pull yourself up by your bootstraps. But they are fucking y'all, and y'all ain't asking nobody for help.
What is Dark Waters about?
It's about DuPont poisoning the water supply in the town that they operate in.
Yeah.
And they knew about it for decades and didn't tell anybody because the government mandated, you have to label everything that's in man-made plastics up until a certain point. But they had plastics that they didn't tell the government about before that mandate was put in place that were grandfathered in. That caused cancer and infertility, fucking one nostril, just all kinds of crazy shit.
Talk about don't shit where you eat.
And they knew about this shit. They had their own doctors. They had their own scientists. They knew about all this shit for years. And it took one fucking farmer to get... His farm was next to some ladies, and her grandson was a lawyer at DuPont. And he was like, look, man, the people you work for are doing this. And he showed them the evidence. All his cows fucking died. Their teeth turned black because they were drinking the poison water that they've been spraying these forever chemicals in.
I mean, dude.
And they've done this across the entire country for decades. And that's why you have people who are fucking sick with all the sickness that we have.
That's why people are overweight and fat.
You go to the doctor, and what do they do? They give you pills made by the people who own the company who fucking poisoned you in the first fucking place. It's a forever cycle of you giving them all your fucking money and getting sick and dying, and no one cares.
That's why I would be all in favor if we, instead of rioting on January 6th for that bullshit, if you did it for some shit that like
some real shit.
Like if everybody like, you know what, we're gonna riot on the IRS building.
Fuck
yeah!
All we gotta
or we're gonna do
do
it like
if we audited Disney, you just saw the nigga from Abercrombie and Fitch got caught for being a sex trafficker.
Abercrombie and Fitch?
Yeah.
Oh, who didn't see that coming? You see his ads?
Man, well, here's the thing. I knew about them back in the day because I remember.
They touched you?
No, I know somebody who worked at that store, and they told me that they had like this in-company recruiter. They were looking for people like to model.
Okay. Well,
but it wasn't. It wasn't that type of modeling.
Oh, you mean like
Yeah. I didn't believe him, man. I mean,
well, you know, but think about it.
Now I'm like,
it made sense now. I mean, think about it. All the stuff you heard before, you go, man, get the fuck out. And now you're like, oh, fuck, it's right before
yeah, and it is so crazy. It's so you can't tell me that these people know each other. Because they make deals.
They go to the same parties, the same country clubs.
You, man, they're just fucking America, and they got us fighting over transgenderism.
That's what they got us fighting over some bullshit while they're killing it. And if we were, and the people at the lower, if we would all get over the bullshit that they're trying to get us to fight each other over, and bond together like Fred Hampton wanted to, get everybody together, we could fucking do that shit. Man. We could do a January 6th on some real shit. On some real shit. Now here's what we do. Black people, you drive the white people there, and the white people, you guys go do what you do. We'll stay in the car.
we'll pick you up and take you home.
Yeah, we'll pick you up and take you home. But we know how it's going to work out for us. So what you guys got to do is...
Well, how come ain't none of you guys coming with us?
Listen.
Oh, somebody got to park the car, son.
No, car. We're going to take y'all's truck. We're going to drive y'all's truck. This one time we don't mind driving, Miss Daisy. We're going to drive y'all's truck to, like I said, to the front.
I don't give my keys to my lifted, tilted truck to nobody.
Listen, bro.
You can ride in the back. I can drag you along.
Okay. Hey, is your daughter coming?
Of course she is. I never leave home without her.
She's the mother of my
kids. If she
kids.
wasn't my daughter,
Hey.
I'd fuck her like the president.
Hey, she's the mother of my kids and my daughter. Anyway. But
Can't you tell we look alike?
There's a reason for that. But seriously, we would do that shit, bond together like that. Dude, we could really could make America great again. But it's that divide.
No, you can't make America great again.
No, great, just great.
Well, here's the thing. It's because the money is all time. If the system stops for a day, the world goes into chaos.
No mass confusion. Total chaos.
Just saying. You saw them niggas threatening the shipyard workers. Like, hey,
I didn't see that.
He was like, hey, I ain't playing with y'all. You better give us what we want or we ain't going to work. I hold the strongest union. Every port in this country shut down unless y'all give us what I want. And what happened? Joe Biden picked up that phone. Hey, man, what's it going to take for y'all to go back to work? We can't have that.
He woke up from his nap. They said what? They said what?
And the only reason they ain't off him because his ass got on TV before he told them they was going to. If he had said that shit behind closed doors, man, they would have talked. They would have called the union vice president, like, how would you like? This because that's what they do.
I know, man.
They fucking, man, they get to people and they threaten them.
I'm just glad Biden did his thing, man. See, that's what I'm talking about.
No, it shouldn't take fucking Joe Biden to
But
get on the goddamn telephone and be like, hey, save the entire world.
Yeah, it kind of does. I mean, because like you let people, it's almost like kids, having two kids. If you go, hey, listen, you know what you guys have to do? Yeah, you two go in that room and you figure it out. And then after a while, if they're still fighting and shit, you go, God damn it. And then you go in there, all right, here's what we're doing. And that's what it is.
No, these aren't children.
In a way they are, Dion.
No,
in a way they are.
Bro. And that's the problem. Y'all handle them like kids and y'all let them get away with bullshit.
No.
These is grown-ass motherfucking white men. They all grown.
No, they're all men. And what you would say, listen, but they gave him a chance. Let's see, y'all get in the room and work it out. And then when they didn't, that's when you go, all right, it's like kids. All right, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. I'm coming in. Here's what we're going to do, guys. Here's what we're doing. And that's what a president does. You don't want a president at all times pick up the phone. Here's what we're going to do. You go, listen, I'm going to let them try to work it out. And when they can't, that's when you go, all right, this is what we're doing. And I think that's perfect. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to let people try to work shit out. And everything. Let people try to work shit out.
If it takes the president of the United States
then that's
to
what
be
it
like,
takes.
you know what? Hey, this is important. You guys need to come together. Like, you see how fucking close we are to doomsday? Do you see how close? And you're like, oh no, the kids got to figure it out. We're too close to doomsday to be fucking around. We're way too close. And you got all these fucking so-called intelligent people just constantly fucking over not just Americans, but everybody else on the goddamn planet.
Oh, we know this.
I'm tired of this shit,
That's
man.
why, honestly, just make all drugs legal and let's have one big ass party, brother.
Nah, I've seen that episode of Rick and Morty. Summer saves the fucking day.
That's why, in a way, man.
Then you have to explain why you fucked your dad. Well, we were going down to the Capitol.
Isn't that what happened on Back to the Future? Is that his mom? He goes back in time and sleeps with his mom?
No.
I never watched one Back to the Future. I didn't.
He realizes his mom before he does anything.
I didn't know. I never watched one of them.
He gets who his dad needs to be to fall in love with his mom.
Okay,
so
that's
that
why I
his
asked.
future can exist.
That's why I asked.
I know, it's a shitty movie. People love Back to the Future. I think it's
white
terrible.
people love Back to the Future.
No, I know some black people. No, I don't.
Exactly.
Because we don't go back to the future.
Okay, well, we don't go back. We want the future. We don't want to go back.
What's the future? How can you go back to the future for black people?
Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Now?
No, I'm saying, how do you do that movie? Like,
Oh, for black people?
for black people.
The movie's over in a minute.
That nigga go back, but he ain't never showed up again. Yeah, they caught his ass.
We want futuristic movies.
Nigga, step out into a fucking 1600s and some fucking Chuck
1600s?
Taylors, nigga.
No.
With a bubble vest on, talking about.
Fuck that. Step out in 1977 Martinsville, Indiana. Shit. That's the same thing. Hey, I gotta say this, man. This dude in Uber, he picked me up from Walmart, and we're driving. I say, where you live? He goes, I live in Mooresville. And I said, okay, how is that? He goes, well, all people from Martinsville move to Mooresville because they can't Martinsville anymore. Man, that was the funniest shit I ever heard. All the people from Martinsville moved to Mooresville because they can't Martinsville like they used to. Man, that shit. I mean, that is the perfect definition of keeping it politically correct, but we all know what that means.
If you don't know what that means.
And if you don't know, now that shit made me laugh so fucking hard.
Look up the history of Martinsville, Indiana.
Now, I like this podcast to go universal all around the United States, right? Now, we do little local stuff. This is little local stuff. Now, for those of you unaware who aren't initiated, because we are initiated, aren't we, Dion? But basically what Martinsville is and Mooresville, they're basically like, go watch an old civil rights movie, an old civil rights documentary, black and white. That's pretty much Martinsville now.
I just don't understand why they have to move next door to me.
Exactly, and so that's why that's funny. So
we don't want them at our schools.
For those of you who watch from
riding
other
our
places,
buses.
for people who are watching in England and Ireland and that's what we're talking about. That's why that's hilarious.
Appreciate you guys watching.
Oh, we do, but that's what we have to go through here. That's why we're in this, and we're scared here. We're in my apartment right now, and they're outside right now.
Did you know
with
that
tiki torches?
Indianapolis just started direct flights to Ireland?
Yeah, in May 2025, starting in May.
Yeah, next year.
I'm going there. I'm getting me a wife.
I might see if I can.
Dude, go to
Find out
Dublin.
how much that ticket
Dude,
might be.
Dublin is the shit, man.
I want to go.
Go to Dublin.
I want to go. I
It's
gotta
the
get some
shit.
stamps on my passport before we get locked down anyway.
They love Obama because Obama's relatives has some relatives over there. They love Obama. They're cool as fuck over there, man. I mean that, man. That vibe is like, okay, they were nice with it, bro. They were nice with it.
We should take a trip as a group.
No, but still, it was a good time, man. It was a fun time.
He said no.
But it was good, though. It
Why
was good.
not?
No, I'm just fucking with
It
you.
would be
I would,
great.
yeah, I would. You know what?
Help us take a trip by going to buymeacoffee.com/sorry we're canceled.
We will do a show in Ireland.
Become a Cancel Crew member for as little as $6. You can pick up our t-shirts. We got 2 different designs and colors with direct shipping to your house. You get a bonus episode every month plus early access to all the regular episodes. Once again, go to buymeacoffee.com/sorry we're canceled.
Hoodies coming for the winter as well.
Oh shit, did you hear that?
Oh, say what? Say it again, Malik.
Malik, on the ones and
Malik,
twos.
say it again, Malik. I didn't hear what you said, Malik.
Bring it back.
Bring it back, Malik.
Hoodies are coming as well.
Hoodies
Are coming as well.
Oh, shit, we got hoodies.
I didn't bring mine. But
Get the fly hoodie, y'all.
got
Get the
sorry,
fly hoodie.
cancel.
Hey, is it gonna be fleece? Is it gonna be fleece?
Cotton.
Cotton.
Kind?
Cotton.
Cotton?
You gotta pick it yourself.
Pa-da-pa-pa-da-da. And if you know who becomes president, we are gonna pick it ourselves.
So go buymeacoffee.com/sorry we're canceled. Become a Cancel Crew member.
All right, is this
We're gonna
the...
do the Am I the Asshole?
Yep.
We can
Here
wrap
we-
this episode up.
All
Thank
right.
you guys for tuning in.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Subscribe and share.
Here we go. All right, now, am I the asshole? My friend and I plan on going to Ireland. No, I plan on going to the gym together. It takes about 15 minutes for him to get there via bus or 10 minutes of biking. Bike. He should bike if you can go to the gym. It's like you already got your cardio in. Okay, it takes me 15 minutes of driving to get there. I always gave him rides from his home to the gym and back. Last week, after we were done our session, he notices a woman he knows, and they talked together. I just assumed it was a 15-minute conversation, but I was just standing there waiting for them to be done with for over 1.5 hours. Yes, I started a timer, so probably closer to 2 hours. Okay, that's a dick. At some point, I felt like a total dweeb. Okay, this is what I do. At some point, I felt like a total dweeb. Waiting for this guy to be done with, and didn't want to seem like a desperate loser. So instead of telling him to end it, I just left on my own. I didn't leave the parking lot immediately though. I waited in my car for 15 minutes. Damn. This dude's like in love. I'm 2 hours and 15 minutes. You could have watched the Titanic. It's like, okay, I waited in my car for 15 minutes for him to come out, but he didn't show up. So I just left. And just as I pull up to my driveway, he texts me, yo, dude, where are you? I told him that I already left and I'm at home. He responds with, WTF, come pick me up. Why did you leave? I told him that he's been talking to that woman for over 1 hour and 30 minutes, and I have shit to do. He responds with, why didn't you just tell me? Fucking dumbass, come pick me up. Man, you call somebody a fucking dumbass and then come pick me up? That's like saying, you know what? You're a fucking bitch. Now make me food. Okay, I'll make you some.
Why does this taste like chicken and glass?
Okay, yeah, come pick me up. I responded with, nah, I'm already home. You can take the bus. It's 15 minutes. It's literally faster than waiting for me for 15 minutes. He responds with, it's fucking cold out and I didn't bring my jacket. Just fucking come. I said no. He responds with, I'm never going to the gym with you. You're such a fucking dumbass. Could have just told me earlier. I just left him on read
Red.
and blocked him. What's
This
red?
nigga's old. This nigga's old, bro. What's left him on read?
Someone reads your message and doesn't respond.
Okay, I just left him on red and blocked him. Am I the asshole?
No, we're not glancing over how out of touch you are with today's lingo.
Okay, I am. I don't hang around young kids. I mean, young girls. I wish
Let
I
me
would.
on read.
Okay, that's enough, Dion. Okay, am I the asshole for ditching my friend for talking to somebody for 1.5 hours?
Yes, you are.
For ditching him?
No, the fuck that guy.
That's what he said. Am I the asshole for ditching my friend for talking to someone
No.
for 1.5?
No.
Here's what I said. First of all, you could have, but it's, hey, whoa. Hey, listen, man, I'm getting ready to go. So do you want to, if you talk to her, it's cool? Hey, no, or if he thinks maybe something's going, hey, you want to get a ride with her? Because I'm about to go. I mean, a real friend would do that shit. Give you the alley-oop and give you, hey, you want to get a ride with her?
No. You know what a real friend would do? They would be like, look, I've asked this motherfucker for a ride. So I'm not going to waste their fucking time by talking to somebody for over an hour without saying, hey, yo, my bad, I didn't talk to them, you can go ahead, blah, 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 blah. He didn't give his friend, who's doing you a favor by taking, fuck out of here, bro. I can't even finish my sentences.
Easily.
I'm so fucking mad that this is even a question.
I got you, man. I got you. I mean, yeah.
I wish a motherfucker would text my phone talking about come pick me up, motherfucker.
And then call me a fucking dumbass?
Ooh.
Dude, hey, you know what? It's a good time. It's a good thing you stood up to him over the phone.
Man, you should go fuck his mama is what you should do. Literally. You should start hollering at that nigga's mama until she give you some pussy. And then you should record it and send it to his funky ass and tell him next time, fucking be on time.
Malik, what do you think?
I think that the dude's kind of an asshole for leaving because I feel like just a slight like maybe his friend thought like, he doesn't really mind, he hasn't said anything, he's about to work out, keep working out, or he's about to go to the car, talk to somebody.
Who owes who?
Listen.
Who
No.
owes who?
No one owes
No,
anybody.
you asked me for a favor and I obliged. So you are now on my timetable.
Wait.
I'm not on your timetable. I didn't say, hey, I will wait for you while you do all the things you need to do. I said, I will give you a ride home from the gym. But if you're not ready to go when I'm leaving, guess what? You're not getting a ride home.
How hard is it to go, hey, man, listen, bro, I'm cutting out. But like I said,
how hard is it to be like, I shouldn't talk to somebody for an hour and a half when I've asked someone else for their time? No. Go back to the root cause of the problem. You asked a nigga for a favor and then you were disrespectful to that favor.
10 minutes is
and
cool.
didn't even have the balls to say, hey man, you can go on ahead. Don't put it on that. Bro, if I'm in my car ready to go and I see you fucking chatting up with somebody and you saw me go to my car and you don't say shit, you lucky I waited for an hour and a half.
I'll go like
you
this.
lucky I didn't run your punk ass over.
I'll go like this.
motherfucker.
Hold on, man.
Assuming that the friend asked him to take him. It sounds like this was like a together thing. Maybe the dude who waited asked the dude he took, yo, you want to go to the gym with me? I'll pick you up, blah, blah, blah. Because he never said who asked who, so
He gave him a ride though. He gave him a ride. I mean, he was gonna be in his car. And look, you're in a clock knows. If you're talking to somebody, I get sometimes, oh my bad man, but an hour of just shooting the shit, okay? Then, but like I said, the other guy should have been, man, I'm gonna go, hey, like I said, like, you know what, fuck it, here's my out to keep everybody happy. Just go, hey man, listen, you wanna catch a ride with her? I gotta go.
It is not my responsibility to communicate to you when it's time to go. It's your responsibility to know that, hey, if I'm getting a ride with this person, I need to be on their schedule. It's their car.
I get
it's
it.
my way home. If you ain't playing nothing else, it was to ride with that person. So what the fuck are you doing talking to anybody and not telling them?
I got you. I mean, no, I agree.
Sense. Come on,
I
man.
agree.
Make it make
I agree.
sense.
I just said, okay.
Make it make sense.
But we already made our point. So, yeah, I think you're not the asshole. That dude's the asshole. He owes you a fucking apology.
Man.
So, yeah, he owes you an apology.
Fuck his mom.
Yeah, and you left it on red. I didn't know that was a thing. Anyway.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
Fantastic episode of Sorry
Of Damn BT Ain't Hip. How about that?
Well, we're going to get you there.
Okay.
One accident at a time.
Oh, man. Damn, you went there, huh, bro?
I woke up in my new Ducati. That's the song.
I woke up on my black Ducati. I woke up on my black Ducati.
Episode, Black Ducati.
Yeah, black Ducati. Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm being Dion Curry.
I'm B to the motherfucking T on that black Ducati, and right there, they ain't doing a goddamn thing. It's Malik. But he did make them hoodies, I guess. So you heard him in the background because he don't do shit else. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Like we say about this time, I'm BT.
I'm Dion Curry. Y'all know the word. Deuces. It's peace. It's always peace. Never deuces. Somebody sent me deuces.
Deuces?
Yeah, I was like,
what the fuck's that shit
peace.
about, man?